Okay, so this is practice test set 3, paper 1F, non-calculator. So, Mr. Jones gave 4 of his students a test. This is question 1. The total number of marks for the test is 80. Jamie got half of the marks. Andy got 2/5 of the marks. Robbie got 3/4 of the marks. And Davy got 3/5 of the marks. Write the fractions in order of size. Start with the smallest fraction. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find equivalent fractions for each of these 4 here where they have the same denominator, because at the moment they're not the same denominator, so they're not the same type of fraction. Okay, so I'm thinking about lowest common multiple of 2, 5 and 4, because they're my denominators. Okay, so the smallest number that 2, 5 and 4 all go into is 20. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each of these fractions and I'm going to turn them into a fraction out of 20. So on this first one, I multiplied the denominator by 10, so I'm going to do the same with the numerator, gives me 10/20. The second one, 2/5. To change from fifths to 20ths, I've multiplied the denominator by 4, so I'll do the same with the numerator, that gives me 8/20. Okay, this next one, 3/4. 4 goes into 25 times, so multiply the numerator by 5 as well, gives me 15. And then finally this one, 3/5 into 20ths. Again, I'm multiplying by 4 there and there, gives me 12. Okay, now I have these 4 fractions that are all 20ths, and it's really easy to see then that this is the smallest, then this one, then this one, and then finally this one. So when I write down my answer, I just need to write the fractions that we had in the question to start with. Okay, so this was the smallest one, so my first one is 2/5. Then this one was the next one, so that's 1/2, and then here's the next one, so that's 3/5, and then finally this one, 3/4. Okay, so that is the answer to question 1. So, moving on then, question 2. Graham has £10. He wants to buy as many pencils as he can. Each pencil is 80p. How many pencils can Graham buy? So we need to work out how many 80 pences go into £10. So we know that 1 pencil is 80p. Okay, so 10 pencils could be 10 times that, which is £8. Okay. If I keep going from there, another pencil, so 11 of them, would be £8.80p, because I've just added on 80p. And then another pencil would be £9.60, because I've added on another 80p. And then if I add another 80p on, just to check, okay, if I add another 80p onto there, that's going to go past £10. So it's definitely not 13, it's going to be 12 pencils, because to get another pencil is going to take him past £10, and it says at the beginning that Graham has £10. So the answer to that one is 12 pencils. Okay. Right, question number 3. Simplify. So we're just adding these together. M plus another one, plus another one, plus another one is 4m. Okay, because there were 4 of them all added together. Right, part B, simplify. So 5a subtract 2a. Well, 5 take away 2 is 3. So 5a take away 2a is going to be 3a. All right. And then on this final one, when we're multiplying in algebra, we don't need to put these multiplication signs in there. Okay, we can just stick it all together, numbers and letters. But the thing we need to watch out for is that when we have a number, that needs to go at the start when we stick it all together, so it doesn't get confused with a power. So the answer to that one is 4xy. Or if you did it in a slightly different order and you put 4yx, then that would also be fine. You would get the mark for that too. Okay. And then question 4, write that number in words. Well, if we think about our place value, we've got thousands, hundreds, tens and units. So it's literally just going to be 4,117. Okay. Don't worry too much about the spelling as long as you can tell that it's 4,117. Then you'll be fine. Okay. And in part B, write that number, so 4,117 to the nearest hundred. So again, if I think about my place value, I've got thousands, hundreds, tens and units. So I want to round it to the nearest hundred, which means that that's kind of my cut-off point. So it's either going to be 4,100 or 4,200. Okay, we could use a little part of a number line to help us out here. Halfway between those two will be 4,150, and 4,117 is going to be somewhere down this end here. Okay, so that's nearer to 4,100. We can also do it just by looking at the number. If I want to round it to the nearest 100, I need to look at the next digit, the tens digit, to see whether I'm going to round up to 4,200 or whether I'm going to round down to 4,100. So because that next digit, the tens one, is a 1, it's less than 5, that's telling me also that I'm going to round it down. So my answer is 4,100. And that's question 4.